how to be consistent, how to win. I think that consistency really makes a difference. Consistency really makes a difference. Consistent people win every time, in my opinion. Like, people are consistent, they seem to come out on top, right? That's every Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night, I do a webinar. It's on a different financial topic. Tonight, it's on mistakes that people make way too often. Investors, specifically, um, mistakes that investors make on way too often. And I wanted to just have a session about that because um, one thing that really, because a lot of times it's what you don't do that really matters a lot in how you win. But when you're an entrepreneur, when you're a professional, when you're an athlete, anybody that takes what they do seriously, they know that consistency wins. And it's not that doesn't mean that like all the time that you're going to have great days, or some days are going to be harder than others. And because of that, when you make sure that you're consistent on the days that are the hardest, that's when you're going to win the most. That's when you can come out on top the most. Tonight, speaking of consistency, every Wednesday night, this is a Wednesday. I don't know when you're watching it, what day it's going to be, but if it's a Wednesday night, I consistently do a free financial empowerment session that is all about you. Tonight, we're talking about what I need you to do consistently in order to win as an investor. What I want you to not do consistently to win as an investor. But I want you to go to afroeconomics.com and check out my events calendar and take advantage of everything that's out there for you. I have people that consistently participate in. If I gave you a performance report on, who's doing better, who has made it through the pandemic and benefited from it in the most ways possible, it would be the people that are consistent. You know, if you're consistently doing the right thing, there is no way that eventually you're not going to win. Have you ever met anyone that consistently did the right thing that did not eventually win? I mean, I can't think of anyone. I can't think of anyone now. Now there are situations where bad things happen to good people, but even when a person does have a bad situation that happens to them, if they've developed a habit or a nature or a mindset of consistently, they even win. That's the type of person who looks at a situation and it goes, wow, this is really bad, but I'm going to pull myself through it. I'm going to make sure that I walk again. I'm going to make sure that I recover from this divorce. I'm going to make sure that I get my grades up. I'm going to make sure that I increase my income. I thought about it the other day. Someone, and I don't know if it's true, but I heard this speaker. He said that women max out their income in their 30s, men max out their income in their 50s. You know that. But what if we were both, men and women, more consistent about moving forward with our lives and making sure that we win, that we're doing the right things for a longer period of time? That even though you might say, well, I'm at I'm at my maximum income. I'm making a lot of money. I'm making more than most people. I've saved more than most people I know. You know, think about that. That has nothing to do with you living up to your maximum level of potential. Comparing yourself to others around you cannot be your measure of your personal best. You know, your personal best has to be your personal best. And too often that we make that mistake. So if everyone around you is inconsistent, or they cut their career off way too early, or they decide that they can't make it through a situation, so you get to that situation and you become inconsistent, and you become a kind of person who doesn't follow through, who doesn't show up, who doesn't work hard, you're not going to win. Even if you feel like it, there's going to become a point where you're going to say, wow, I really cut myself out of a lot. I really could have done better. And the woulda, coulda, shoulda is a group that winners are not in. We want to maximize our current situation. We want to make sure that we're consistent. I believe that that's the greatest thing that we can offer to everyone that believes in us, everyone that's watching us, everyone that we serve. I believe that the best thing that we can offer them is consistent support, consistency. With consistency, you will win. People will begin to know that, hey, I need to get this done. That's the person I can depend on, even in the workplace. People will begin to say, oh, I have this particular challenge, and they will call on you, and and you will begin to win. You're already winning. We just need to change our perspective on how we look at it. But we're already winning. Yes, indeed, Rosita, you are winning. We are winners. When we consistently live up to our responsibilities, take care of our responsibilities, look for additional responsibilities, and face them with strength. I was thinking about a business project that I was given, because we have certain responsibilities, as a business owner. So, I received this information where it said that I had 50 things that they wanted me to provide. 50 things. So when I was working out this morning and I was doing push ups, and I said, you know what? I'm going to break down these 50 tasks, these 50 things that I have to do, and I'm gonna break them down. It's actually 47, but it's got some A, B, and C's under some of those categories. So let's just say they're 50. 50 things that I have to do in order to complete that task. And I said, I'm gonna break it down like I do push-ups. I probably can't do 50 push-ups straight. I'm gonna collapse somewhere in there. But if I take them in sets of 10, if I take it in sets of 10, I can do 50 with proper, perfect form. So all you have to do is make sure that you realize, like, this is the task that I have to do. And I have to consistently do those 10, do those 10, do that 10, do that 10. And then that last 10, that's 50. That is all 50 have been done. How often do we make sure that we address those things like that in life? Instead, the overwhelming majority of people give up. They go, 50 things? Are you crazy? I'm not trying to do 50 stuff. I'm not trying to do all 50 of that. They're not looking at it. So what do? They end up doing no push-ups. If somebody said you could do 100 push-ups, I can do 100. I can do 10 sets of 10. They didn't say I had to do 100 straight. They didn't even say a particular time. They just said you got to do 100. Whatever the task, if you consistently break it down and make sure that you put it into where achievable sets, your goals will be accomplished in life. But don't cut yourself off too early. Live up to your full potential. I consciously focus on being consistent about my health, because I know that that is a key part of my financial future. And you say, what does health have to do with her financial future? If you aren't consistently taking care of your health, you will run out. You will run out of good health before you run out of days on this earth. Your consistency about realizing that your health is your wealth, the 10th principle of Afroeconomics will make sure that you win and live up to your full potential. A lot of people, their income, millions of people, their income is cut short because of health issues that could have been avoided, but it would have required consistency, a consistent commitment to making better choices. It is the answer and the 100% guarantee that we will win. And I'm not even suggesting that it's easy because it's not. Because if consistency was easy, everybody would do it. But what I'm saying is that if you want to be on a team that is consistent, join Afroeconomics. Come join Afroeconomics. Surround yourself with people that are consistent. I promise you, I will I have made a lifetime commitment to being consistently about your success in every capacity of your life. There's 10 principles of Afroeconomics. And every day I wake up, I consistently, the first thing I read in my bathroom mirror says, Black wealth matters. We have to be consistently committed, right? Saffron, we have to be consistently committed to what is the key, what is going to get us to where we got to get in life. Because they're watching you. They're watching you. And to be consistent, you will win. Break it into the sets, break it down. Don't compromise your goal. Just break it down into manageable sets. You're still going to get there. You can still get there. Join me tonight at afroeconomics.com/events or go to afroeconomics.com. Go to events, having my always free Wednesday night event. Tonight it's about, about winning, things you need to avoid, biggest mistakes that investors are making. Don't even tell me, oh, I'm not an investor. Yes, you are. If you're making money, you're an investor. But what are you investing in? That's the question. All right. I'm JB Bryan, President and Chief Investment Officer of JB Bryan Financial Group, a registered investment advisory firm and the home of Afroeconomics.